All right, guys, I'm going to show you what I do with little kids when they're fearful or afraid. So I like to isolate a muscle group. So let's say we're going to do our front glides. So we can glide with nothing because that's how we teach, or we can glide with a rocket boat. So we can go on the rocket boat, we can go out, woo, kick back, yay, that was our warm-up, okay? What did we work? We worked our legs. We want to take that up a notch, of course we do. We can do a pull and glide with a kickboard. So we can now go on our kickboard, whoa, out, whoa, back. If you don't know me, I like to do everything in 3 sets. So we would have done 3 times on the rocket boat, 3 times on the kickboard. And now I know you saw the kickboard and that was great, but that provided some extra support with the upper body and it was more floaty. So instead of holding onto a wall, we're gonna hold onto a bar, and now we're gonna do the same thing. And what does that do? Well, you guessed it. If this is our bar and our arms are out here, instead of, it's gonna help us go from this diagonal position, it's gonna help us come up so that we're level, and now we can go, whoa, and we come right back to the wall. All of that was working on your core strength and strengthening your core, getting your tail up. Your hips are heavy, your legs are heavy. Obviously, we all know our butt is a very heavy muscle, so we wanted to strengthen that. Now we have kids go, right? They want to scoop their arms, and depending on the age, you're gonna see that they do this. Not very effective. So I am familiar with what the American Red Cross material says, and it tells us that we can teach arms to preschoolers. And in the Red Cross, the material for preschooler is a 4 or a 5-year-old. Okay, I'm talking about 2s and 3-year-olds. So I don't care if they use their arms, because a lot of times what you'll see them do is they will grab a toy and swim with the toy. You know what they don't do? They don't do their arms. Also, we're talking about that head to body position. So when we stand somewhere, like on the stairs, we're gonna dig. So we're gonna do big scoops. We're gonna reach and we're gonna pull. Why are we doing this? This is muscle memory. So we're gonna reach and we're gonna pull. We're gonna reach and we're gonna pull. We're gonna reach and we're gonna pull. That was great, right? How about you take cups? Again, these are not hand paddles like we use for swimmers. This is a small child and we're trying to get that muscle memory to click, okay? So what is the cup gonna do? Well, it's gonna pretend I have webbed fingers and it's gonna help me feel that pull. So I can scoop, I can go yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green. What else can I do? Sea turtle arms. So if you're doing Red Cross curriculum, you can do alternating. You can also do simultaneous, okay? Now, we wanna practice this, and little Charlotte says, I can do it by myself, don't touch me. All right, Charlotte, do it, right? So we put Charlotte on a noodle. What does she have to do? Well, she's got to balance herself, and then she's got to reach big and pull, reach and pull. So what's happening here is we're not holding on to this for dear life, okay? We have the support here, and when we're doing this reach, we are long like a hammock. So my arm is out, my toes are out. I have a big reach, big reach, big reach. So we don't want to curl up into that ball. I know they like to curl up into that ball. We don't want to be a ball. We want to be flat out and straight, not a ball. A ball is not a good swimmer. And again, we want to be long like a kayak, a canoe, a boat. As soon as we lift the head, the feet go down, okay? All right, guys, if you have questions, hopefully I have answers. Come ask.